Hey, hey, hey. I wanted to come at you really quickly and kind of share with you 5 quick morning tips that I find is going to be super helpful in the morning, especially as we get ready to start some sort of school year. So whether you are literally remote learning or you are sending the kids off to school, these 5 tips are going to help you make your morning way better and quicker and easier and just going to get your day started off right. Okay, the first one, it actually starts the night before. Getting ready for your next day, starting the night before, is going to be super helpful. So these are a few things that I do at night to kind of help my morning get off started right. So the first thing I do is I know who's eating lunches at school and who is eating lunches from home. I lay out the lunch boxes and I put together anything extra that I can. Crackers, chips, cookies, any dessert type items, and I'll actually even bag up grapes, carrots, anything that I can bag up, put in ranch dressing, do whatever in that regard. Sometimes my daughter takes salad, so I'll pre-make her salad that way. And then that way in the morning, the only thing I need to add in is a cooler pack and then a fresh sandwich if I need to do it. But that way, those little super quick tips and a napkin and a fork, that's going to help you get started. That's going to save you 4 to 5 minutes, which really can help you in your morning when you're getting going right. Lay out your clothes, like lay out what you're going to wear the next day. That would take up a ton of my time in the morning as like, what are you going to wear? I don't like this. I don't like that. Have a couple options so that you know this is what I'm going to wear. I know how this is going to look. I like it. Maybe you are able to work from home or you're a stay-at-home mom. Or you go in later, lay out your workout clothes, like lay them out the night before so that you put them on first thing in the morning and then you can get your workout done before you shower or do anything else. Whether that's before you take the kids or after you take the kids, either way, lay your workout clothes. That helps so much. And have a plan for the next day. Know what you need to do. Know what time you need to wake up by, kind of how your morning's going to go. How's your day going to flow? How are you going to make sure you get in all those things that you want to get in? Leave some buffer time in there so that when that crazy thing happens, you're not flustered, you're not floundering. It's like, how am I going to find the time now? Have that little bit of buffer. Don't try to pack your day in too much, but have a good plan. So when you wake up in the morning, you know kind of how your day is going to go. And then my last tip for the night before is to plug your phone in your bathroom and set an alarm clock, not on your phone, but like an old-fashioned Amazon, Walmart, Target alarm clock that actually beeps and makes you get out of bed so that that pushes you up that little bit more, because when you hit snooze, it's a big thing, but don't hit snooze. Snooze is super not good. Okay, that's actually tip number 1. So that's a lot in tip number 1, but that's going to help you get started 100%. Number 2, don't hit the snooze button. So when you get up in the morning, one of the things I do is I literally have to get out of bed because I don't want anyone else to wake up to my alarm. I turn it off. By that point, my body's already said, okay, you do have to go to the bathroom. So I use the bathroom. And when I get back, I wash my hand, or when I'm done, I wash my hands and I then splash cold water on my face. That forces me to get up. I close the door and I turn on the light. That is like one of the biggest things. When you hit the snooze button and you go back to sleep for 8 minutes, your body automatically believes like it can go back to sleep. And it will start to go back into the deep REM cycle as you start to lay off because it thinks it has another 90 minutes that it's going to be able to sleep. While you don't, you only have 8 minutes, quote unquote, until you're supposed to get up, or we're already supposed to be up. So when your body wakes up from that, it automatically is like, whoa, what the heck? And it's tired because it was ready to go back into that REM cycle. There's a whole big rigmarole. If you want to read about it, read The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. That's a solid book to read. But she's going to explain to you why not to hit the snooze button. The snooze button is bad. Just remember that. Know that you need to get up and don't hit the snooze. It makes a huge difference. I know it doesn't seem like you're going to be ready to wake up. You're going to be alive and ready to go. But I promise you, splash that cold water on your face. Don't hit the snooze button and it's going to help you ready to go. And if you need that little bit of extra push, turn your shower on to like super cold water. And they are all about talking about these days about cold immersion baths and stuff like that. Totally not my jam, but I promise you this. If I put a cold arm in a cold beep shower, I'm going to be up. So that's just an extra thing that might help you out tremendously too. Okay, tip number 3, drink at least 8 ounces of water within 30 minutes after you get up. So your body's been sleeping, it's been fasting, it's been doing its thing for hopefully 7 to 8 hours. For me, it's about 6, but your body has had nothing in it. So when you get some water in it, 8 ounces of water, 1, that's going to start your water intake for the day. You should have a goal, wink, wink. And 2, it's going to help get your metabolism going and your body up and running and your organs to say, it's time to wake up. It's time to do this thing. We're going to do this today. 8 ounces of water within that first 30 minutes. That's going to help get your body moving. Number 4, wake up at least 30 minutes before the next person wakes up in your house. Usually when kids wake up, they want this, they need that, they need to do this, they need to do that. Unless you have older kids like mine and like they're walking around like dead zombies. The kids need things. The husband or the spouse or the partner needs things. Take 30 minutes at least and do the things that are going to get you started. Maybe you have a cup of coffee. Maybe you use it to catch up and make sure your day's planned out right and you're going through it. Maybe you are going to get some movement in and get a workout in. Maybe you're going to read a devotion or read a personal development book or a mindset book to help you get in the right mind frame. Either way, take 30 minutes. Wake up on the offensive instead of on the defensive. I promise you, when you take that time for you, when the kids get up and when they need stuff and when the hustle and bustle for the morning starts to go, you feel pretty good, refreshed, relaxed, not so cranky, not so crabby, not so tired, not so impatient because you're like, I needed to do all these things. You got it done. You took the time for you. You're moving on. The last thing, tip number 5, is at least name 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for. I write it down in a journal every morning. I do that within the 30 minutes. I actually give myself an hour and a half before anybody else in the house wakes up. And I write those things down. Sometimes people say like while they're brushing their teeth. That's called habit stacking. Doing something that you know you're going to do, which I'm crossing my fingers you're brushing your teeth every day. Adding in 3 to 5 things while you're brushing your teeth. You got 2 minutes, people. Name those things, and that's going to help get you moving. Put a smile on your face, be grateful in your heart, and that's going to help you get a good start to the day. Maybe you don't do it then because you're still trying to tell yourself, I'm not tired. I need to get my butt moving and going. Write it down in a journal. It feels so good. Or if you have in-school learners, take those kids to school or to daycare and ask them, what are 3 to 5 things you are grateful for? I'm going to tell you what I'm grateful for. What are you grateful for? And if they're at home, remote learners, you can totally do this while they're eating their waffles or they're eating their cereal before school starts. Ask them what they're grateful for because it's a long day at that computer. They need to get their mind going and something to make them happy and put a smile on their face. It makes a huge difference. When you smile, that brings all the good vibes. No joke. Like, make yourself smile on times that you are like, bleh. And I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. Okay? Those are my tips. I hope they help. I hope you start your day off good. And I hope you have an awesome day. Bye, guys.